Hello, Ray Phoenix here, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. The last time we fell into some sort of dropship thing, and it deployed us into the swamps of Naboo, where it's all swampy and green and mush, and of course there's gonna be battle droids down here, because what else? These battle droids are invading Naboo. And so we're in the swamp. There's all sorts of bizarre things we can find out here in the swamp. I keep thinking we might run into Shrek or something like that out here, or maybe spiders or snakes or, the other stuff that kids fear, or maybe even Michael Jackson, or maybe even that frog from Max Keeble, that singing frog that boy was scared to death of. I often think that frog from Max Keeble might be the weakness of my arch rival, Tammy Newborn. I wonder if that's the case. But then again, why do I complain about my arch rival Tammy Newborn so much? He gave me so much to think about. He gave me so much inspiration to write stuff about him in Odyssey of Oddities, a comic series I write about on what I haven't actually drawn into comic book form yet or anything. I just read this documented stories for it so far, like a lot of my other stuff that I have on DeviantArt. So yeah, I do that a lot too now. Thanks to Tammy Newborn, I have a lot of ideas. And oh, look at that, we just ran into Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar's far more annoying than Tammy Newborn. I was just watching the 6th season of Star Wars The Clone Wars the other week, and then I kept watching where Jar Jar kept referring to Mace Windu as Master and Mace, Master and Mace, or something like that, or Master and Mace, or something like that. I never would have guessed those two would ever team up. Mace Windu's like the coolest character in the entire Star Wars prequel trilogy. And Jar Jar Binks is, well, the exact opposite. He's the most annoying character in the entire Star Wars prequel trilogy. He's like, why? He's even annoying in the Game Boy Advance version of LEGO Star Wars, the video game. But oddly enough, he was actually quite helpful in that game. He had those bongo things he froze, those bongo, whatever you call them, things that he froze. And he could jump really high, and he could fight Bob battle droids. He's actually a pretty cool character in that game. It's the best you've ever seen of Jar Jar Binks in anything, ever. And everyone wanted Jar Jar Binks to be the main villain in Star Wars Episode 7, but they didn't do that because Disney hates the Star Wars prequels, we all know that. And they only brought back Clone Wars because it was popular, backed by popular demand kind of thing. Then again, since when did popularity ever dictate anything for real? I upload my videos regardless if they're popular enough. Do you really think I make videos for popularity? My channel doesn't get much views. And do you really think I upload videos to get views? No, I don't. I upload videos because it's fun, enjoyable, and entertaining. I really do enjoy it. It helps build my skills at doing commentary, as well as all my other types of skills, because I work in several different mediums. I just realized that today. I work in a lot of different mediums. I'm a drawer, I'm a sculptor, I'm a visual artist. Well, it's kind of like drawing and sculpting are those forms of visual art. I'm also a writer. As I said earlier, I'm a big writer. I also do photography too. I'm actually good at doing photography. I actually realized today that I haven't put very much of my photography stuff on DeviantArt. I should put more photography on DeviantArt. I think you guys would like to see my photography work. I like photography. It's a really good, field to study, I think. There's a lot. I consider it a form of art too, as well as videography and filmmaking and things like that too, which I've done some filmmaking stuff on YouTube. I remember I made Pickle Shortcake, a series that my friend came up with, which is supposed to be like strawberry shortcake but for boys. And it's about this guy named Gold Guts. He's a wimp, and he always runs away at the first sign of trouble. And he has to fight this evil mouse named Macro Mouse, who killed all of his allies, all of his SWAT team members. And there's all sorts of kooky chaos. I also got a lot of the inspiration I got from Pickle Shortcake came from the old Nickelodeon show Action League Now. Hey, any of you guys watching this video, the 90s Nickelodeon fans watching this video, you guys ever watched the, Action League Now? So a lot of people think they dreamed that show. Well, I'm here to tell you that if you remember that show, you didn't dream it. It was real. It's a show that was on Nickelodeon about these toys, and they had like the Stinky Diver, they had the mayor, they had an evil mayor, they had the Thunder Girl, they had some guy called the Flash that was nude, they had some other guy called Melt Man who make himself melt. Yeah, it was a pretty funny show. It's a shame it didn't get very many episodes. I wish it could have had more. Then again, beggars can't be choosers. That's just the way it is. The good die young. They say the good die young. Look at Simpsons. Simpsons has lived way too long. It's lived way past its prime. It's pretty much a dead man that's just walking out in the street. It's like taking a dead man and reanimating its body and making it do your deeds. I've seen that. I saw something that happened once in that movie I saw. What was it called? Scary Movie 3. Yeah, I actually kind of liked Scary Movie 3, actually. It wasn't that bad of a movie. It was a lot better than Scary Movie 2. I didn't like Scary Movie 2 that much, but I really like the original Scary Movie. I love those scary movies. It was also provide inspiration to Odyssey of Oddities, because at the time I first created Odyssey of Oddities, I recently watched that, the Scary Movie, the first Scary Movie and the second Scary Movie. Yeah, I kind of like those movies. They're not that scary, actually. They're more funny than scary. And I just picked up a challenge in the game. That's actually a random thing, but it gave me a challenge which takes away half of your health, but instead gives you a lot of points in return. Well, good thing I just picked up a checkpoint, and look at that. My Schwartz just grew several sizes. I see your Schwartz is as big as mine. I already did that joke already. Silence! I kill you! Okay, yes, I know. That's one of my favorite YouTube poops. YouTube poop, The Empire Strikes Back, is broken. You know, from the people that brought you the biggest crap of all time. The Star Wars YouTube poop saga. The Star Wars saga continues with The Empire Strikes Back. To the future. Yeah, they should have made that crossover. The Empire Strikes Back to the future. You know, I actually conceptualized an idea like that once years ago. What if Star Wars had time travel? You know, in all the things I've read of Star Wars, I've read of Star Wars movies, expanded universe, comics, video games, I never really seen any of them deal with time travel before. You know, Star Wars, it deals with time travel. They travel through time and do things, or have to save history. Like what happens on Star Trek all the time. Never really seems to happen on Star Wars at all. I'd actually like to see something like that, actually, where they actually have, like, Star Wars, you know, time traveling in Star Wars. I'd you think that'd be a pretty interesting idea? It would be like X-Men Days of Future Past, but it's Star Wars kind of thing. I think X-Men Days of Future Past is one of the best one of the best X-Men movies there is. And I think they could make a really good Star Wars movie of stuff like that. I think it would be a lot better than, you know, a lot of the other stuff made of Star Wars. I've been watching Mandalorian a lot recently, too. Mandalorian's actually a really awesome show. I really like that. I really like the Mandalorian. That show is really good. I'm going to be losing my Disney Plus subscription soon, since I don't think it's worth paying $89.99 a year to have Disney Plus, considering how little I watch it. And I said before, I'm going back to school next month. I'm going to be busy with other stuff. I'm doing a lot of art trades, I said, in DeviantArt. I'm so busy with stuff that, I'm probably just going to get rid of my Disney Plus. It's not permanent, though. I'll go back to Disney Plus eventually. I'll regain Disney Plus, but for now, I'm kind of leaving Disney Plus. I hear I might get Netflix back again soon instead, or something like that. I don't know. I can watch stuff on Netflix again. Since I only had a shared Netflix account last summer, and that's all I really watched. Netflix. The last thing I watched on Netflix was Hubie Halloween, some movie where Adam Sandler plays a mentally challenged guy called Hubie, or people call him Puby a lot or something like that. He's kind of like Simple Jack, but he's played by Adam Sandler. And I still think Simple Jack was, one of the funniest things from Tropic Thunder. Tonight, you're gonna be in my head movies, and this head movie is sad, and it makes rain come out of my eyes. I gotta love that acting. Ben Stiller totally should have won an Oscar for that movie. Oh, look at that, it's a giant... What does he call those, maggots? That's like that time I left. Oh, this is too funny. It's like that time I was a kid and I left that game outside. What was it called? Masterpiece. I left the game Masterpiece outside. And when I came back to it, maggots were all over the car. It looked like what I'm fighting right now in this game. And look at that, shooting the frickin' Philosoma parasite at you. Remember that game I played months ago, Philosoma, where they have that parasite thing that takes over humanity? It doesn't matter if you play the game on easy, normal, or hard, the ending's exactly the same. I think Philosoma was intended to have sequels, but it never did, which is quite a shame. I really like Philosoma. It's another underrated PlayStation gem, that's what someone told me. Someone even left a comment on that video. One of the few times people ever leave comments on my videos, and told me that, yeah, that is a gem of a game, Philosoma. I think it's made by the same people who made Jumping Flash. We all know how much I love Jumping Flash. I actually love Jumping Flash. It's like one of my favorite video games. That probably is like my favorite video game. I probably still have an absolute favorite. Or it definitely has a high ranking up there. It's definitely up there along with Spyro and Ape Escape and even the Crash Bandicoot games. And if you include stuff from other things, even up there with Sonic and Mario and a lot of stuff too. So here's those crab things walking around. Crabs, you know how much we all love dealing with crabs. Crab apples, Crabapple, Edna Crabapple. I remember when that time Edna Krabappel got drunk in class because the kids Irished her up. Then she wouldn't do her job properly. That's when she got married to Ned Flanders. That must be sad for Ned Flanders. He had 2 wives over the course of the show and they both died. Ned Flanders is a really dangerous person to marry then in that case. And so we see here the maggot's just gonna shoot more Philosoma parasite at us, but the good thing is, we're Mace Windu, we're fast. He's not the fastest character in this game. I think Obi-Wan's the fastest character in this game, because he's a young, or was it Adi Gallia? I don't remember. It's either Obi-Wan or Adi Gallia was the fastest character in the game. And so we're just gonna kill off these bug things here. And we're gonna let that thing shoot some more of that crap at us, that Philosoma. I'm just gonna call it the Philosoma. I don't know what it's called. I'm just gonna call it Philosoma. Come on, it sounds cool enough, right? And now the maggot is dead. And then there's the annoying Jar Jar gonna tell us to follow him. Come on, Mace, are you really gonna follow that Jar Jar freak? Well, that's about it. This is Ray Phoenix signing out.